I took off my spotlight. It's better because you need to be there on it.
Okay. Hello friends, welcome you all to this live session of Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation on our YouTube channel, Buddha CEO. Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation is a non-profit organization founded in the year 2020, registered in Karnataka, India, and operating globally with volunteers and participants across the world. In a compassionate and friendly environment, we provide transformative meditation and mindfulness wisdom and techniques with a scientific voice to all leaders, aspiring leaders, and students. Our programs enable them to gain total well-being, to transform inside out, and empower them to live their dreams and grow their organizations successfully. Participants get inspired to inculcate more corporate socio-spiritual responsibility into their organizations and communities and build a more vibrant workplace, more harmonious communities, and more prosperous society and a peaceful world. We encourage our participants to share their learning about meditation and mindfulness with their teams, communities, and families. Mr. Chandra Pulmarasetti, founder of Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation, is a successful entrepreneur, former vice president of IBM Corporation, transformational meditation coach, and a board member of few non-profits, including Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. Master Chandra Pulmarasetti attributes a lot of his success, including the recent acquisition of his software company, to the powerful techniques based on meditation and manifestation. He has been practicing meditation for over 20 years now, teaches regularly to organizational and business leaders and professionals, and participates in several meditation service activities. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Master Chandra Pulmarasetti here in this live today with our topic, meditation for mental well-being. We all know meditation is a very good technique for mental well-being and physical well-being. What it does for mental well-being is going to be the topic that Master Chandra Pulmarasetti is going to guide us through. Myself, Veena Arvind from Bangalore, has been associated with Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation for the last 8 months, and I have been meditating for the last 1 year with the foundation. What meditation has done to me, this mindfulness meditation has done to me, is tremendous. In the mental well-being aspect, it has helped me overcome my depression and anxiety. And also, it has helped me overcome my migraine and the health perspective. And now it has helped me be self-aware every moment, be aware and present in the moment. So I do my work one at a time. And it has brought in that artist out of me, that it helps me to overcome all my fear and do everything with joy and happiness. So today, Master Chandra Pulmarasetti is going to guide us all through, again, a wonderful session on meditation for mental well-being. I welcome you, sir, and I hand over the podium to you.
Thank you, Veena. Hi, dear friends. Always wonderful to talk about meditation and its 100,000 benefits. Meditation is providing 1 lakh benefits and more. You name it, there is a benefit that meditation provides for everything. It is that single answer to every question, and it is a single solution to every problem. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to be sharing this wisdom from Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. We are body, mind, and this energy. 3 things. We are body, mind, energy. 3 things are the consciousness. Deep inside we are energy. energy to matter, mind over matter, deep inside with energy. So that energy is everywhere. So we are deeply interconnected among everything. And so we have this big field of energy. So we have three things: body, mind, and energy. Our mind and body are playing significant role. Of course, we know it in our life, in our physical life. Our mind and body play a significant role in our day-to-day life. If physical well-being is 1%, mental well-being can be considered 100,000%, significantly larger. Because this mind is unlimited, mind has this unlimited capability, unlimited potential, which means that depending on how we use our mind, we can create that kind of situation, that kind of experiences into us, including illness or wellness of the physical body. On average, 50 to 70,000 thoughts that we are thinking in this mind, and research shows that majority of them are, they're all fear-based, worry-based, anxiety-based, mostly causing more and more fears and worries and anxieties. Mental well-being is all about where am I with respect to my mind chatter? Where is my attention at any given moment? Is my attention on things that are going to help me to grow life, support life, expand life, help me to enjoy life or explore life? Or my attention is all about how it's going to be horrible for me go forward, how it's going to be worsening the situation for me, how bad it's going to be, how sad it was? Is that where there are two choices we have. We can have our attention on all of that things that is not going right in our life, or we can have our attention on everything that's going right, or there's little things that are going right. It's our choice. The quantum model of creation is saying that our thoughts create reality. Irrespective of what your current situation is or a past situation was, our thoughts create our outer reality, is the quantum model of creation. We are living off of this. There is so much of advancement in this new science. Quantum physics is perfectly explaining in many, many ways that our consciousness, which is energy, is creating matter through our thought and observation. So, dear friends, many a times we have not so good days, very unpleasant days, unpleasant experiences, miserable experiences, horrifying experiences in our daily life when we have our attention set on those things which are unwanted. For example, if the economy is doing bad, there is this thought and idea that goes into our mind and say, what happens if I lose my job? My manager is looking for names. So is this because am I one of them to lose my job? Oh my God, I've got so many payments to make, mortgage to do, this and do. And so what happens if I don't pay it? And then will the bankers come and then actually do the auctioning of this thing? Oh my God, if they auction it, then what happens to my name here? People are going to look up and say, oh, he's such a failure. Oh my God, what happens if they look up and say, I'm such a failure to my parents? Will they really can live? My relatives can live because they know I am going to be seen as a failure? And oh my God, what happens when my parents do something drastic? And then what is it going to do to my whole family? Because, the chain of reaction that go on and on and on. This is an anxious brain. There is no gate. The flood of thoughts come one after the other, one leading to the other, one leading to the other, dear friends. Leads to anxiety, which when it's uncontrolled, when anxiety is uncontrolled, then we don't know, it leads to depression. Depression means we get into panic attacks, paralyzed. We get blanked out. We get addicted. They're all sequence of things that happen. It starts with it starts with where our attention is. So their mental well-being is all about trying to get control of this mind, becoming master of a mind. If I'm a person in service, a service industry, where the expectation by the society, the community is that you have to be there available for the people all the time, for the patients all the time, for the people all the time in service industry. And so there is no control of that. You feel at some point after first year, second year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years later, you feel there's no control of life. Somebody is always driving you. You're not controlling. You can't take a day off. You're expected to show up when the phone call comes in the morning and say, hey, this is not working or I'm not well, so you got to go and fix it. So service industry, many people are not able to have a control in their life when they do not make strong decisions, because they are working out of a model that was created to them and say, you must always be available for somebody else. And then so they ignore their own health. So when there is no control in life, either because of a survey personnel or there is a family situation where you're constantly being driven by the family values and says, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do that. No freedom. And so you feel lack of control, then you're trapped. And so again, when there's lack of control, we are getting into some kind of a depression. When there's lack of control in our life, if people are driving us, the environment is driving us, again, it goes into some kind of challenges and mind challenges. Our attention goes off somewhere else. And if thoughts create reality, dear friends, then where we place our attention is what we create into our life. And hence leading to depressions, leading to anxieties, leading to these disorders. If somebody drove us nuts in the childhood, so then we develop something called, that perfectionist order. It's a disorder, right? Obsessive compulsion disorder. I know this one. Now post-traumatic disorder during COVID. It's happening. But then all that one has to go through, all those memories come back. And so we keep repeating, dear friends. So all of this is causing us to create more of that condition. It drives our health downward. But then what is the solution? Medication may be one thing, but medication has so much of downside, ill effects. But equally powerful and much more powerful with a lot of positive effect is meditation. Meditation single-handedly is solving so many mental benefits because of various reasons. Meditation is a process to calm our mind, empty the mind, and is a process to gain mastery over the thoughts of the mind, the thought streams of the mind. The wandering mind, which is the restless mind, is thinking one after the other without any gate. So one thought leads to another, to another, to another, and then goes on. And then meditation puts a gate, and then meditation is a way to empty the mind, to control, to bring awareness into our lives so that we understand where our thought process is. And then it helps us to correct our thought. It helps us to detach from the past and helps us to create a new model of reality, which will help us to grow, expand, support, explore. A new model of reality says that there is abundance for me. A new model of reality says that even if I lose job here, I can absolutely find another job somewhere else. A new model of reality says that if I change my thought, I can change the people around me so that I can have a life of my own. Because that's how it is working. The whole quantum model is simply based on our observation and thought. So meditation is helping us to detach from our old beliefs and the past experiences, and it helps us to stay on course of what is important for us, or at least stay neutral. And so we stop creating those unpleasant experiences. There are several reasons how meditation is creating mental well-being, several of them. But one of them is the first and foremost important, dear friends. Meditation brings us that awareness about where our thought is, first one. When awareness is there into our life, self-awareness is called. When self-awareness is there, then automatically, then we are checking constantly. We have an opportunity to identify, where am I going? Am I going down that hill of what happens if I lose my job, all the way to those 10 layers of thought. And then immediately it helps you to determine and say, oh, okay, so I'm here. Let me go away from it. I'm okay. I'm okay because I'm just projecting off of a lot of future. For all you know, my manager asked those names for some other purpose. It may be to actually recommend me to a promotion. So instead, I'm thinking the other way. So it helps you to stay neutral or at least not think negative. And so it helps you to check on your thought, and the awareness helps us to not go onto the negative side at all. And better yet, if you're learning more constructive models of creation, new knowledge, new information that empowers you, then meditation really helps you to move your attention towards it. Where your attention goes, that energy flows, you create things. That's quantum principle. So first thing is awareness. The moment we increase our awareness of our mind, the thoughts, the reactions, the emotions, then automatically we have an opportunity to change them to something else, something better. The second thing, dear friends, meditation is helping when we are regularly meditating, that we're going to practice this meditation, is helping that emotion center that is there in our brain called amygdala to shrink. Just in 8 weeks of meditation, they found that the amygdala cools down. Amygdala is a fear center. A lot of our anxieties, worries come from fear. Fear of losing people, fear of losing our businesses, our properties, attachments, or fear of our life. So a lot of what is coming out of into our thoughts is driven out of fears, the fears that we hold. And this fear center is readily waiting. The moment an external stimulus comes, that, a stimulus like, a manager asking for a list of 10 names, or suddenly you see a news report about more COVID wave 3 or 4. And then if you are exposed to something around during wave 2 of somebody close, where he had to visit a hospital and then he couldn't find it, so save them. And so that memory suddenly comes based on this impulse, that environmental impulse. So that environmental impulse comes, and then this fear center is ready to jump in and then pull all the fears from past. And so meditators, it is determined that it is observed through research that this fear center shrinks. It cools down, it slows down. So suddenly, then some of those fearful thoughts from the past do not come out anymore. So we stay a little more neutral, we stay calm and cool. Just that thing is more than sufficient to be able to avoid another stream of thoughts around that trigger. Thoughts create realities. When we don't create those negative thoughts, when you don't produce those negative worrisome thoughts, then you're not producing a life of that nature anymore. Meditation is helping us increase several feel-good chemicals. There are multiple feel-good chemicals that automatically come. Suppose when we are addicted, why the addiction comes? Craving, because like I said, if we are depressed, then depressed to get over the depression. There is fear. Fear leads to anxiety. Anxiety leads to depression, right? Now, or over a period of time where you no longer bear it, that anxiety is too much for you to bear. And then so automatically it can lead towards depression, right? Depression means that you are withdrawing. And now you need to get over the depression. So what do? We start getting addicted to things. We either withdraw or get addicted to cravings, to alcohol, to drugs, to many things, right? Food cravings are also as a result of a lot of depression that sets in, and then start gaining weight, lack of control. There are several feel-good chemicals that get produced, which are similar to what, when we get addicted, there is something called this dopamine chemical, which is important for feel-good, happy chemical. And they found when we are addicted, so because we're looking for that chemical to be present and it's not there, and then naturally we need extra of it. So we take that substance, but meditation produces this in plenty. When we jog and we come back and then rest, when we jog or not do on a run and then come back and rest or a fast walk and you rest, you always feel good, right? The feel good is because there are two chemicals that are produced, endorphins, and there is something called serotonin. It's all a mood changer. It changes our mood, lifts our mood. meditators, these chemicals are produced in plenty. So they call feel-good chemicals. All of those produce very nicely in plenty. Mental well-being is linked to lack of sleep, insomnia. When we have all this constant chatter, so meditation, when we have this constant chatter, then we are in stress. Stress is what? Constantly thinking about the same thing that has happened, either a past grief or past loss or suffering or guilt, something you've done, as if that's the end of the world. If you make some mistake somewhere, even little things like, you couldn't attend to a child, say some ceremony at school because you're busy, and then that has been projected as, hey, what kind of parent are you? Somebody makes a comment, then we take so much guilt in it and then constantly think about it. And when we are in guilty mode all the time, then we are producing stress into the body, stress where you are cutting off blood supply to many, many parts. And so 90% of illnesses come in through the stress. So meditation helps to remove the stress. It naturally disconnects from the past experience, so the stress is removed. And as a result, a lot of these bad chemicals go away, and then a lot of feel-good chemicals jump in and come in. They flood in. So meditation is helping us to be naturally feel good, even though we have a lot of things that did not go right for us. The feel-good chemicals are helping. So they, in many times, when people are addicted to drugs, alcohol, any of the material, and they've also done research, when you use meditation versus the drug, alcohol, they found that medication is 6 times less impactful compared to meditation in essentially dealing with addictions, which are a significant cause of mental challenge. Mental well-being caused by loss of memory. Meditation is found to increase several neural networks to thickens. And so one is able to gain better memory over a period of time. When our memory is good, then again, we start participating. When memory is going away, then we slowly start feeling rejected. We feel we withdrawing life and then slowly get into depression, right? And a lot of people do that. Meditation is generally increasing the mind capabilities of concentration, learning, because it's producing new neural chemicals. It's also producing new neural networks. And as a result, so one gains an additional ability to learn back again. And when you start learning back again, then you're back in the game of life. So dear friends, I can go on talking about several ways how meditation can help bring somebody out of those many mental disorders, or bring perfect mental well-being. And if mental well-being is 100,000 times more powerful than physical well-being, because it's unlimited mind. In this mind, we can create any situation and then feel really bad. And in this mind, we can use extraordinary powers of that mind in visualizing and dreaming about a future and then create the best life possible for us. All successful leaders were putting their attention on what they always wanted in the best possible way by dreaming and visualizing and imagining. And the more you dream, the way the brain is structured, the more you dream, the more stronger it becomes inside. And so the more it's going to work for you. And the quantum model is always kicking in and say where you place your attention, where you place your energy creation. So it keeps coming and working for you. So many leaders learned it. But then what happens here, when we don't know how the brain is working, we think it's just a grief, it's just a loss, it's just a angry moment that I just relive in my mind after having experienced once with my manager or at home, some argument, but we don't know, we're not aware. So we just go back and relive it by talking to friends, talking to colleagues about that argument, that incident, that thing that has happened long ago, which is not important, which is not good for us, but we relive it. And then as we relive it, we make it stronger. And so we make it more projecting for us. And so we create a reality which is not what exactly you want. So friends, I welcome you to join this meditation. Now let's do some meditation. The whole idea of the meditation is to change your mindset, completely reprogram our mind. That infinitely powerful mind to avoid looking into the past unpleasant experiences, to stay away from the memories, to decondition our body from those emotions that we are deeply conditioned with, because anything you do over and over, and we condition the body. When you condition the body, when the external stimulus comes, you have no choice. You have little chance before you even realize, under a second, so many things happen that you already reacted. Either become frightful, either you withdrawn from that situation, or you ran away from it, or you already reacted. So many things happen because of this conditioning. But meditation that we're practicing will help you to detach, will help you to reprogram your body from that emotion. It'll help you to detach from the past memories and experiences. Very, very simple technique. Came from Gautama Buddha, called Anapanasati meditation, and has been extremely been popularized by my grandmaster teacher from whom I learned meditation, Brahmarshi Patriji, founder of Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. Lots of deep gratitude to these grandmasters who made meditation so simple. It is so simple that a 5-year-old, if you have a child, I welcome you to even make them sit next to you, and then they can just practice. It takes 30 seconds to learn. Or if you have anyone ailing and seriously ill patients, or anyone even over 100 years of age, any age, doesn't matter. Anybody, whether you think is physically challenged or otherwise, they can sit down and just learn and practice it, and then gain all those 100,000 benefits. We must read this book called Art and Science of Meditation by Dr. Newton. Everything is explained. At least 1,000 or no 2,000 benefits are listed: physical benefits, mental benefits, intellectual benefits, social benefits, financial benefits, spiritual benefits, emotional benefits, whatnot. Everything is there. Simple yet beneficial, highly beneficial. So the process is simple, dear friends. All you do is to close your eyes and then observe the breath. The crux of the process is to observing our natural breath. Our goal is to empty the mind. Those 60 to 70,000 thoughts are there every day, and most are negative. When we start emptying the mind for a certain period of time, slowly, as you empty the mind, your brain is structurally changing, and then those thoughts which are mostly negative and unwanted, slowly the brain structurally changes. Like I said, the fear center slows down, and so they do not get recollected back, and so we don't fire those thoughts. And if you don't fire those thoughts for 3 weeks, then you start slowly, they start dissipating away from your memory. So that's the point. So it's a very scientific process. So all we have to do is to empty the mind. And how do you empty the mind? Is by observing our breath. When we observe our natural breath, is the most simplest and effective process of meditation, is to observing our natural breath. When you observe the natural breath, mind starts becoming empty, not by observing thought. There are techniques like, okay, letting go of thought and this and that is there. Everything is there, but this is found to be the most simplest, because you are already with your natural breath, which is already there with you all the time, which you don't even realize you're breathing. And so when you observe, subtly observe the breath, slowly, we go into a no thought state in our mind, very fast, very quick. So let's do this meditation. So what do we do? The procedure is simple. We sit in that comfortable chair or on the floor. First thing you do is you cross your legs. If you're sitting on the floor, cross legged, sit down with the cross legged, right? And second is, if you're sitting in the chair, then your legs crossed at your feet over feet, right? At ankles, the feet, legs crossed over ankle. So that's how you're at the legs. You cross them over one or the other, left or right or left, doesn't matter. Second, fingers into fingers. We're going to form a closed circuit of the body's energy. In meditation, when we empty our mind, we start experiencing energy. So we want to lock the body so that body does not distract you, to observe your breath. And then second, we form an energy circuit. So you cross your feet, legs over leg at ankles, right? That second is you cross your fingers and keep your hands comfortably in your lap. Bring them all the way down to your lap, right? And third is to close your eyes, remove the specs and close your eyes. That's your body posture. Sit comfortably. Straight and erect is not necessary. You don't have to be erect in your spine. Spine need not be erect. It need not be straight. Whatever is comfortable for you. You want to take back support, take it, no problem. If you're sitting on the floor, you want to take back support, go to the wall, lean against the wall. Perfect. So you want to be as comfortable as possible. right? If your body is not supporting because you have serious backache, if you have to bend slightly like that and then do it, right? Until the time a few days later, you'll start supporting, you can sit upright, right? So that's the posture. And then your body is still, then you want to observe the breath. So where do you observe? Take any point in the nose, preferably here in the middle of the eyebrows, right here, the root of the nose. And take that as a reference point and observe your cold air is going in and warm air is coming out. Our air is going in, coming out. Your breath is going in and coming out. Observe, subtle observation, not concentration. You want to just subtly observe that, yes, I can feel the breath is going in and coming out. Observe the breath is going and coming out. When you observe the breath is going and coming out at that reference point, slowly your mind starts becoming empty. That's it. As you observe the breath, mind starts becoming empty. As the mind is becoming empty, your breath also, you may notice breath becoming lighter and shorter. You may notice your breath becoming lighter and shorter. And then as it is becoming lighter and shorter, continue to observe it. As you continue to observe, the thoughts become even lesser and lesser. And there'll be a point where you forget you're observing the breath. And so that means you're in the emptiness. Or you have nothing to observe because it becomes shorter breath. There's nothing to observe. Then also you are in the empty state of mind. When you're experiencing emptiness, it is marked by no thought state. And every thought is about a person, place, a thing. So when you don't have any thoughts, then you completely forget about yourself, your environment, your past, future, anything that is there in your memory. All that is forgotten. So you're totally empty. So that emptiness is energy. That's quantum energy field. We experience energy. When we're empty, some of us experience energy. Be with it. That energy can be experienced in the body or in the mind. In the body as a sensation or a feeling, or in the mind as some kind of a vision, color, any of those. Okay, some kind of feeling again. All of that can be there. Just be a witness, experience it, just be with it. Don't interpret any of it. So we're observing the breath, mind becomes empty. As the mind is becoming empty, we start experiencing energy in many forms. Be a witness to it. If you think it is energy something that in our experience, it is meditation experience, be with it. But in case you feel you are in thought, like when is this session going to end? What did I do yesterday? Tomorrow, what I'm going to do? All these thoughts come. Then simply bring your attention back to the breath again. All right, friends? So observing the breath, we go into the empty state slowly and experience energy, be a witness to it. In case you get thoughts, you know it is a thought, bring your attention back to the breath again and observe. Continue to observe it, and then slowly you go back to the empty state again, automatically. All right? So we are constantly in these three states. Either you observe the breath, or you are in this empty state of mind where you're experiencing energy, or you are in thought for some time, which you don't recognize. When you recognize, you come back to the breath. So I'm going to play music and also guide you to feel it, right? I'm going to play music. I'll also guide you. We're going to do short meditation as a way to practice. And we are at Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation doing these meditation sessions all the time, free of cost. Our only goal is to empower people with this simple technique. If it's got 100,000 benefits, who will not want it? It's got a benefit for every age group, everybody. Everyone, whether it's poor or rich, everyone has got healthy body or ill health. Whatever state it may be, there is a benefit for everybody. So let's go into this meditation, dear friends. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. I want you to try it out, right? Just try it out, explore it. This is a technique. Gautam Buddha said, if you are scientific mindset, if you have scientific temperament, then you want to explore before we reject something, right? So I want you to explore it, try it out. Many of us have been trying, and I have personally been practicing for 20 years, and then I've just been tremendously benefited in my career, in my business, and then of course in my personal fulfillment in aligning to what I really wanted to do, right? And everything is just going amazingly great. And so I've never left it, but I've initially taken that step to explore and experiment it for 2 months strongly. And then I did a determination that, yes, this is wonderful. Right, friends? Relax yourself. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, legs crossed at your ankle, Relax your body. Feel your body. Remove your specs, dear friends. We don't need specs for meditation. And our meditation is going to last for a few minutes, roughly about 20 minutes. But it's going to go like this. With your eyes closed, relax your body, sit comfortably. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, resting your hands comfortably in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. In this meditation called breath mindfulness meditation or Anapanasati meditation, we observe our natural breath for the whole duration. Our goal is to empty the mind. Our goal is to merge into that greater emptiness, that quantum energy field. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. When our mind is empty, we become highly self-aware. We allow our body to function at its natural best. We allow ourselves to detach from past experience. Be with your breath. It is natural to have thoughts. When you recognize you are thinking, gently go back to observing your breath, dear friends, and allow yourself to slowly become empty of all thoughts. No forceful inhalation, no forceful exhalation. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. Our goal is to empty the mind. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. With your eyes closed, observe your natural breath. Meditation is very, very easy. As we observe the breath, as we emerge into the breath, our mind slowly becomes empty. When we empty our mind, we slowly eliminate all unwanted thoughts, memories, and feelings from our body and mind. We channelize all that liberated energy into the generous present moment. We become more mindful. Allow yourself to merge into that breath and allow yourself to become totally empty of all thought. As your mind is empty, can you find that emptiness inside of you, all around you? Can you become aware of that emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing, in no place and no time? Can you sense the infinite depth of that emptiness spreading far and wide beyond your body, beyond your room, into the edges of this universe? When we empty our mind of all thought, we experience that greater emptiness all around. become aware of that emptiness of no body, of no thing. The more you merge into your breath, the more your mind becomes empty, and we experience that emptiness, that void all around. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum energy field with unlimited possibility and opportunity. This is our consciousness. When we empty the mind of all thought, we lose the sense of time and space. We merge into that consciousness. Stay with it. The longer you stay connected to this energy field, to this emptiness of no body, no thing, the more you become of it, the more you receive from it. The more new-minded you become, the more miraculous you become. If you find yourself distracted in thought, gently go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to find that emptiness all around. The longer you experience this emptiness, that energy, the more open you become, the more possibilities you receive into your life. Allow yourself to merge into this emptiness of yourself. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, to this void, to this light, the more positive you become, the more miraculous you become. Go deeper and deeper into yourself, dear friends. This is the quantum consciousness where everybody and everything are connected. Your greater mind, your higher intelligence. Stay with it. Friends, let's express gratitude. Gratitude is a higher emotion, helping us stay in a positive thought to receive more of those experiences into our life. Can you be grateful to your parents? Be deeply thankful to all your teachers and mentors. Be grateful to all the people in your life, your family, your friends, your colleagues, your relatives, partners, everybody. Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, the planets, the stars. Be thankful to all the things you use, the places you visit, your systems, your companies, your governments, the technology. Be grateful to yourself and to this quantum energy field, this intelligent universe, for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body. Feel your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body
We can change the world
as you relax.
one heart at a time. We can change the world one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. We can change the world one heart at a time. We can change the world one heart at a time. I see you,
As you relax,
I know you,
recollect your experience from the session. How did you feel? What did you experience?
we can change.
And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes.
We can change the world. We can change the world. One heart at a time. One heart at a time. I see you. I see you. I know you. I know you. You're a part of me. And my heart is open to love.
Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Those of you felt calm, peaceful. If anybody felt heaviness in the body or lightness in the body, you can write, yes, I felt lightness, heaviness. If you felt energy, currents passing through, tingling sensations in the body, if you felt any whirling sensation in the body movement, swinging sideways, forward, backward, or any feelings, laughter, crying, tears, any of those. Or if you had any sensation here, tingling sensations here, or if you had any visions, if you have seen any colors, visions, all of these are meditation experiences, experience of energy. When we empty our mind, we withdraw our attention of all things material. And so we are truly that which is energy, that deep inside we are energy, that's quantum physics. And so we experience that energy and then it shows up in many forms. And there is a huge science behind this whole of this practice, dear friends. But it is enough to say that if you practice what we just did for every day for 3 weeks, you're making an initial habit. And then most people are finding benefit, are gaining that mental well-being significantly. They start seeing benefits, a lot of them seeing in the first week to 10 days, and then it starts getting better and better. And when we practice for 6 weeks, you make it a strong habit, like how you learn driving, you'll never forget it for your life. You make it a habit that you become self-aware thereafter. And so, dear friends, one can practice this meditation any time of the day, anywhere, any place, no restrictions whatsoever. Anybody can do it. 5 years and upward, they easily can pay attention to the breath and they can do it. And absolutely, people are gaining that relief with an understanding about any past memories or past events of grief or loss or any anger situations of what kind. Everybody gains benefit, or any addictions of any of those kind. Absolutely. This simple practice sounds very simple, but it is so powerful. You got to experiment it. At Buddha Seva YouTube channel, we have several testimonials of people practice and then how they're able to come out from their many, many mental health conditions or physical health conditions of what kind. Yes, so thank you very much, dear friends. If there are any questions, I can take.
Thank you for the wonderful session. We don't have any questions. We have comments from people, where one comment says, I met my grandpa who passed away a few days back. And there's another comment which says, I really felt very peaceful and felt lighter in the body, seeing some yellow colors are some of the comments that we received.
That's great. So thank you, friends. You can always check with us. And when I talk about a program that we're coming up.
Yes. Friends, Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation has been conducting programs throughout. So we have our morning meditation, daily morning meditation, guided by Master Chandra Pulamaraj Sethi. It is always there at 6 a.m. IST to 7 a.m. IST. So you can always join in. We have our upcoming program, 40-day program, which is free of cost for the public. The program is called Crystal. Please join in, where you will get to know more scientific wisdom. You will learn more about quantum physics, how this meditation helps you overcome all your fears that we learned today. That will be there in that program. You will learn all the different benefits of meditation, which will help you come out of your fears and explore yourself more. Learning oneself more is the best way to enjoy life. I started enjoying life after I learned this meditation practice. I do what I like now. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. So please join in our 40-day session, starting this August 16th, from morning 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. IST, where Master Chandra Pulamaraj Sethi will be guiding us throughout the program with his wisdom talks and quantum physics. And we'll have meditation sessions, more of meditation and wisdom talks. So thank you all for listening in, and we'll meet you all in our next live session at our Buddha CEO YouTube channel. Also, we have lot of experiences, as Master said, lot of experiences from more of our participants. Please do subscribe to our channel, share our channel with your friends and families. Help us spread the word of meditation more. That is the only target of Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation. Transforming people, reaching millions and millions of people all over the world. So please spread the word of meditation by sharing our YouTube channel with the CEO Quantum Foundation. Thank you all. Thank you, sir, for a wonderful session and a wonderful meditation.
Thank you, Veena, for organizing this. It really feels great. And thank you, everyone, and all the best with